morning to my dear students. Welcome back to Atma Green School. Jai Swaminarayan. Today class 9th. Students, we are already with the civics lesson, that is democratic rights. And I had started with rights in a democracy. और students, मैंने आपको कुछ दिया था ना previous class में to write about life without rights, और ये 3 examples: prison in Guantanamo Bay, citizen rights in Saudi Arabia, ethnic massacre in Kosovo. Then I had started with rights in a democracy, that is what are rights, why do we need rights in a democracy. Then rights in the Indian constitution मैंने start किया, right to equality, right to freedom. Okay, yes, today I start with right against exploitation. Okay, I had explained this right against personal liberty तक मैंने आपको explain किया है, that is freedom, right to freedom. Now I start with right against exploitation. Page number 105 of your text. Once the right to liberty and equality is granted, it follows that every citizen has a right not to be exploited. Yet the constitution makers thought it was necessary to write down certain clear provisions to prevent exploitation of the weaker sections of the society. The constitution mentions 3 specific evils and declare these illegal. First, the constitution prohibits traffic in human beings. Traffic here means selling and buying of human beings, usually women, for immoral purposes. These are all exploitation. Okay, that is selling and buying of human beings, usually women, for immoral purposes. Secondly, our constitution also prohibits forced labor or beggar in any form. किसी को भी जबरदस्ती कुछ भी डाउन टोडन वर्क कराना, वो भी एक exploitation है. Beggar is a practice where the worker is forced to render service to the master free of charge or at the nominal remuneration. When this practice takes place on a lifelong basis, it is called the practice of bonded labor. Okay, किसी से जबरदस्ती काम कराना, bond कर देना, कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जबरदस्ती किसी से साइन करवाना, कोई धमकी देकर फियर से किसी से कि आपको मेरे साथ ही काम करना है 8 to 10 years, आप किसी और के साथ काम नहीं कर सकते हो, यानी these are all the that is bonded labor. Finally, the constitution also prohibits child labor. No one can employ a child below the age of 14 to work in any factory, mine or कोई भी hazardous work, कोई भी dangerous such as railways and ports. Using this as a basis, many laws have been made to prohibit children from the working in industries such as beedi making, firecrackers and matches printing and dyeing. Then see on the नीचे आप देख सकते हो on the bottom, on the basis of these news reports, write a letter to the editor on a petition to a court. मतलब कि आप लिख रहे हो letter to or a petition to the court, request, appeal, highlighting the violation of right against exploitation. You can read this. I will give you 5 minutes. Read करो. Just read this. That is, on the basis of these news reports, write a letter to the editor or a petition to the court highlighting the violation of right against exploitation. Okay, that is right against exploitation. Constitution makers thought it is necessary. रखा है ना इसमें? Necessary to write down certain clear provisions to prevent exploitation of the weaker sections of the society. एक तो है that is 3 conditions है. First, the constitution prohibits traffic in human beings. Second, the constitution also prohibits forced labor or beggar. Then third, constitution prohibits child labor. Okay, clear? Now we go to next page. Page number 106. Page 106. See, right, the very first, that is page number 106, top mein activity. Do you know that the minimum wages in your state are? If not, can you find out? Speak to 5 people doing different types of works in your neighborhood and find out if they are earning the minimum wages or not. ये मैंने आपको बताया था minimum wages का. Government is very keen to that. कि अब उनके लिए एक specific wages amount किया गया है. Ask them if they know what the minimum wages are. Ask them if men and women are getting the same wages. Then right to freedom of religion. Right to freedom includes right to freedom of religion as well. In this case too, the constitution makers were very particular to state it clearly. You have already read in chapter 3 that India is a secular state. Most people in India, like anywhere else in the world, follow different religions. Some may not believe in any religion. That is, a secular state is one that does not establish any one religion as official religion. Indian secularism practices an attitude of a principled and equal distance from all religions. The state has to be neutral and impartial in dealing with all religions. Every person has a right to profess. Every person has a right to profess, practice and propagate the religion he or she believes in. That is, every person has a right to profess, practice and propagate the religion he or she believes in. Every religious group or sect is free to manage its religious affairs. A right to propagate one's religion, however, does not mean that a person has right to compel another person to convert into his religion by means of force, fraud, inducement or allurement. Of course, a person is free to change religion on his or her own will. Freedom to practice religion does not mean that a person can do whatever he wants in the name of religion. For example, one cannot sacrifice animals or human beings as offerings to supernatural forces or gods. पता है ना, पुराने ancient time में हुआ करता था. Religious practices which treat women as inferior or those that infringe women's freedom are not allowed. For example, one cannot force a widow woman to shave head or wear white clothes. जो पुराने टाइम में होते थे. आपको एक हिंदी फिल्म याद है, पद्मीर कोल्हापुरी और ऋषि कपूर की, प्रेम रोग आपने शायद देखी होगी. यही सेम कुछ है. शी बिकम विडो और उसको हेड शेव और वेयर वाइट क्लोथ्स के लिए फोर्स किया था. A secular state is one that does not confer any privilege or favor on any particular religion, nor does it punish or discriminate against people on the basis of religion they follow. Thus, the government cannot compel any person to pay any taxes for the promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious institutions. There shall be no religious instruction in the government educational institutions. In education institutions managed by private bodies, no person shall be compelled to take part in any religious instructions or to attend any religious worship. See, on the right hand side, the constitution does not give people their religion. Then how can it give people the right to practice their religion? Okay, that is right to freedom of religion. Every person has a right to profess, practice and propagate the religion in which he or she believes. Every religious group or sect is free to manage its religious affairs. Freedom to propagate one's religion does not mean that a person has the right to force another person to convert into his religion by the means of force, fraud, inducements or allurement. Then secularism, a secular state. What is secular state? यहाँ पे दिया ना. It is one that does not establish, बनाया ही नहीं है, any religion or as official religion. India is a secular state. In India, no privilege or favor is provided to any particular region. The government cannot force any person to pay any tax for the promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious institution. I repeat, the government cannot force any person to pay any tax for the promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious institutions. There shall be no religious instruction in the government educational institution. अब देखो, हम लोग पढ़ाते हैं स्कूल में, क्लासेस में, हमने सिवाय अपनी पढ़ाई के और कभी ये भी नहीं पूछा है कि आप कौन से रिलीजन के हो, आप क्या करते हो. फॉर अस ऑल आर वन एंड द सेम. ओके, ये रिलीजन सब भगवान ने नहीं, इंसानों ने ही इस प्लेनेट अर्थ में बनाए हैं. ओके, सो वी आर जस्ट, मतलब कि रिलीजन या क्या है, या आप पर्टिकुलर कास्ट के लोग पर्टिकुलर इंस्टीट्यूशन में नहीं जा सकते, पर्टिकुलर कास्ट के लोग ये कॉलेज में नहीं, ये स्कूल्स में नहीं पढ़ सकते, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. बिकॉज दैट इज ऑल अगेंस्ट आवर संविधान, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Then next is we go to cultural and educational rights. You might wonder why were the constitution makers were so particular in providing written guarantees of the rights of the minorities. Why are there no special guarantees for the majority? Well, for the simple reason that the working of democracy gives power to the majority. It is the language, culture and religion of minorities that needs special protection. Otherwise, they may get neglected or undetermined under the impact of the language, religion and culture of the majority. That is why the Constitution specifies the cultural and the educational rights of the minorities. Any section of citizens with a distinct language or culture have a right to conserve it. Okay, then admission to any educational institution maintained by government or receiving government aid cannot be denied to any citizen on the ground of their religion, language, जो मैंने आपको भी बताया था. All minorities have the right to establish and administer education institutions of their choice. Here, minority does not mean only religious minority at the national level. In some places, people speaking a particular language are in majority. People speaking a different language are in a minority. For example, Telugu speaking people form a majority in Andhra Pradesh, but they are minority in the neighboring states of Karnataka. Sikh constitute a majority in Punjab, but they are minority in Rajasthan, Haryana and Delhi. Okay, we go to the green box. Read these news reports and identify the right that is being debated in each of these cases. That is an emergency session of the Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee rejected the proposal to form a separate body to manage the affairs of Sikh shrines in Haryana. It warned the government that the Sikh community would not tolerate any interference in their religious affairs. The Allahabad High Court quashed the central law which gave Aligarh Muslim University its minority status and held illegal the reservation of seats for Muslims in its postgraduate medical courses. The Rajasthan government has decided to enact an anti-conversion law. Christian leaders have said that the bill would aggravate the sense of insecurity and fear in the minds of minorities. Okay, so that was the green box. I hope you also had read up till here. आप लोगों ने शायद पढ़ा होगा. That is the cultural and educational rights. The following cultural and educational rights for minorities are specified by our constitution. Any section of citizens with a distinct language or culture have the right to conserve it. Admission to any education institution maintained by government or receiving government aid cannot be denied to any citizen on the grounds of religion or language. All minorities have the right to establish and administer education institutions of their choices. Okay. Then in my next class, students, I will start with this page number 107. How can we secure these rights? That is right to constitutional remedies. इसका मतलब है How can we secure these rights? ये ऐसी कितनी rights है जो पूरी तरह से citizens को नहीं मिलती है कई बार. Okay? अब कई लोग हैं जिनके पास पैसा है, they can knock the doors of Supreme Court. पर जो गरीब है, कितनी राइट्स उनसे छीनी जाती है, वो क्या करेंगे? नथिंग. दे आर हेल्पलेस. दे कांट डू एनीथिंग. किसी को बोल भी नहीं सकते. कौन उनकी सुनेगा? माइनॉरिटी पीपल की कौन सुनता है आज? राइट? तो हाउ कैन वी सिक्योर दिस राइट्स? कि राइट्स सभी को मिले. दिस वॉज लेड इन आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, हमारा संविधान में ले किया गया था. इट इज कंपल्सरी कि सभी को ये राइट्स मिले. नो वन शुड बी डिनाइड फ्रॉम दीज राइट्स. सो हाउ कैन वी सिक्योर दिस राइट्स? दैट इज राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज. हमें क्या क्या करना है? ओके, so from here I will continue in my coming class, and students please do read the lessons from the very first, because मैंने आपको पहले भी बोला था आपको full book आएगी, leaving the deleted portion जो मैंने आपको नहीं पढ़ाया है. और जियोग्राफी में डिलीटेड में से मैप पूछे जाएंगे. मैप इज नॉट डिलीटेड. जियोग्राफी में द लेसन्स दैट आर डिलीटेड आपको नहीं पढ़ना है, बट मैप्स ऑफ दैट डिलीटेड लेसन्स विल कम. Okay, so I will continue in my next class from this rights to constitutional remedies. Okay, and please do read the text from the very first lesson से आप start करो. history, geography, civics, economics, सभी lessons के आप reading जितना हो सके उतना करते जाओ. Okay, because मुझे लगता है आपका पेपर स्टाइल शायद यही होगा ना, 20 मार्क्स का ऑब्जेक्टिव होगा और 60 मार्क्स का सप्लीमेंट्री राइटिंग होगा, दैट इज सब्जेक्टिव. ओके, सो टोटल 80 मार्क होगा. 20 मार्क ऑब्जेक्टिव्स एंड 60 मार्क विल बी योर राइटिंग सेक्शन. ओके, so with this I wrap up my class here. Thank you to all.